Okay, so now I'm going to show you in this video how to take the DXF file from your box that you've created through Boxmaker from your desktop where you've saved it to into LaserWorks ready for laser cutting. Okay, I'm just going to close my Google window because I don't need that. I can say hello to my pretty little girl. Okay, so what we've got here is I can see on the desktop we've still got that PDF file plus the DXF file of that box down there. So what I'm going to need to do is go to LaserWorks V5, which is this program here. You can see that with the little funny red logo. If I double click that, it's going to bring up the LaserWorks program. Once we're in the LaserWorks program, we're going to have to do a few steps to make sure that our box is the right size and is going to fit in the area that we've got for laser cutting. You'll see on the screen I've got this rectangle with the dotted lines going up and down and sideways. This is the grid or the cutting area that you can use in the laser cutter. So this is 600 millimeters across the top and 400 millimeters across down the side. So we can change the size if we need to, but this is a pretty standard size cutting area that we use at school. Right, so first thing we need to do is I need to get the DXF file into this program. What I'm going to do is I'm going to File menu and down to Import. So I need to import or to bring something in. I'm going to bring in that file from the desktop. So when it brings up the import menu, here I need to change my look in Dropbox in this Dropbox. So I'm going to click that down arrow, or the upside down triangle, and look in the desktop. Okay, so then I can scroll down through all of the things of my desktop, and there I can see my Boxmaker test file there. Okay, so it's got the LaserWorks logo there. So if I click that, and you can see in the preview, and click open, it's going to bring up the net for the box. Now, I don't really understand why this happens, but when it does bring it in from the converted file, it changes the size of each of the panels of the box. So what we're going to have to do now is resize each of those panels to the original dimensions that we had when we used Boxmaker. It's important that we do this correctly, otherwise the notches that you see here, if we don't resize it correctly to the original dimensions, those won't fit together to make the box up when we do come to cutting it out with the laser cutter. Okay, so you can see that part of the box is actually been cut off because at the moment the net is too big to fit the screen. So I'm going to go up here to this magnifying glass to zoom out. Okay, oh, sorry, I'm going to go the other way, minus. Here we go, there I can see the net for the box. Okay, I'm going to go up to the select tool, which is this arrow up the right left hand side, and with that select tool I need to go through and resize each panel. Now to do this I actually have to click the line of the box itself. So if I click out of there, if I click in the inside, it won't do anything. So I actually need to click the line. Or another way I can do that is by holding the mouse button down and dragging a blue dotted box around the whole thing to select it. Once I've selected that part of my box, I need to resize it up here in these two boxes up here, which show me the dimensions. So if we remember correctly, I'm pretty sure my box was 70 mils wide and 70 mils deep. So I'm going to change this dimension here. You can see it's in millimeters, so I'm just going to type in 70. That's my horizontal dimension, and then underneath that one I'm going to type in 70 again and press enter, and that's changed that part of my box there to the right size now, and those notches are still in proportion with the size of the box we've made. So I need to go ahead and do that for all of them. So I'm just going to quickly do that. So my horizontal dimension with this one is 70. And that one was 150. So I need to do that. This one again, 70 across. And I can actually double click the measurement in that box, and it highlights it all, and it is 150 down. And the same for this one. It's a bit of a process, but it's really good practice, really. This one's going to be 70 by 70. The other thing is what I've just done there. If I double click in the top box and type in 70, if I hit the tab button on your keyboard, it automatically goes down to the next box and highlights it by itself. So it just saves a bit of time. Like that. Okay, so now I've resized them all to the correct dimensions. I still need to get them all within that grid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select each net again, and I'm just going to click and hold that purple X in the middle. You can see a little target sort of thing comes up. If I just click and hold that, I can drag that part of my box over. Okay, I'm just going to drag this one up next to it. The aim of the game is just to get all of these shapes from the net of the box onto that grid as close as possible so that we don't waste too much material when we're laser cutting. So I'm going to fit down the bottom there. It's pretty good. Got that, drag it there. Alright. Okay, I'm happy with that. And so now I need to, well, that's all I'll do from there actually, and I can talk to you in person. Once you got to this stage, I'll talk to you about how you can do extra little bits and pieces to your design if you need to, put holes in there for speaker cables or things like that. So that's basically it. What we need to do now is save it. So File, Save As, and I'm going to save it back to the desktop. We actually have each team has a USB stick in DPE, so you'll get that USB stick and we'll save it to the USB. But for this sake, I'm just going to save it again. Box test. That'll do, something like that. And save. Okie dokie. Good luck with that, and we'll talk to you again soon.